Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching this. I am the CHALL, and today Chall Chats, the Premier League. As per David Ornstein, Arsenal are set to sign teenage Ajax goalkeeper Tommy Setford, and we've got the video here using my article that I've written for the deck. If you do want to check out the deck or the sports deck, the podcast deck, the gaming deck, the entertainment deck, the website will be linked in the description down below as always. You can check out all the latest from sports, entertainment and gaming. Before we get started with this video, make sure you do like, comment, subscribe, click the notification bell so you never miss another YouTube video. We're on the road to 3,000 subscribers and 500,000 views. Let's get there as soon as possible, please. And for now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let's get into this news update around Arsenal and Ajax. So, Premier League Arsenal have agreed a fee for teenage goalkeeper Tommy Setford from Dutch giant Ajax. The 18-year-old has a year left remaining on his contract and he's set to be the newest addition to Arsenal's goalkeeping department, with David Raya already joined the club permanently for over £30 million and Aaron Ramsdale already at the club fighting for a place to stay consistently within the matchday squad. According to David Ornstein, the fee is set to be around €1 million, with add-ons set to be included, and it's set to be an initial 4-year contract. So here's a bit of information around Tommy Setford. He has featured 15 times for Ajax's under-18 squad this past season and has successfully kept 5 clean sheets in those appearances. He's an extremely commanding goalkeeper in his area who's comfortable on the ball and is an efficient shot stopper. He's a positive influence on his teammates, both on and off the pitch, and delivers exciting potential long-term for the Gunners squad. He's been a youth academy player at Ajax since the under-8s, and despite being born in Haarlem, Netherlands, he is eligible to play for England at international level as well as for the Dutch. He is currently an England under-20 international, however, with the squad not qualifying for the 2025 under-20 World Cup in Chile. His older brother Charlie has been with Ajax since the age of 7, has been considered one of the most exciting England prospects of his generation. So the positives of this move are that Mikel Arteta is recruiting a top young goalkeeper who will push to start long term as a first team keeper. And his exciting potential will make him a wonderful signing for Arsenal, and I'm sure the fans will be excited about that. It's likely that Ramsdale may not potentially be at the club for many years longer, and Karl Hein, the Estonian keeper who's already signed a new contract to stay at Arsenal, will probably be loaned out following this signing. This piece of transfer recruitment, though, in my opinion, is arguably in the wrong position at the wrong time. Firstly, they already have 3 goalkeepers at the club under contract, and this move could hinder any potential game time in the first team for Karl Hein and probably even Aaron Ramsdale as well. Secondly, there's many other positions that need investing in first, which I'll talk about in the video later on. Even though this is a good signing for the future of Arsenal, they need business elsewhere for the first team players to play in the current squad now. Their potential title challenge towards Manchester City this season could become potentially non-existent without the right personnel invested in by the Gunners to challenge for potential trophies. Let's analyse this whole signing in detail. Let's analyse everything around Arsenal's situation right now and also talk about what I think of Arsenal going forward into the brand new Premier League season, as well as their upcoming domestic cup campaigns and their Champions League campaign. So, Tommy Setford looks set for Arsenal for €1 million plus add-ons included on a 4-year deal. Look, for me, I feel like there are positives to this. He is a good signing. I think that he's a good long-term goalkeeper. I think he's an efficient shot stopper. I think he's a commanding lad. I think that he's a great young goalkeeper. I think watching highlights of him at Ajax, I think that he does have potential. My main bug, and it's nothing to do with Tommy. This doesn't affect Tommy Setford in any way, shape, or form. I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. I am really worried about Arsenal. And the reason why I'm worried about Arsenal is, first of all, I believe one of their main physios is off to United or has gone to United. I could be wrong about that, but I did see that somewhere in the last few months. So that's potentially happening or happened. You look at Arsenal's squad. Is there anything really different apart from the players that have left? Not really. Obviously, there are names being touted about. Bologna's Riccardo Calafiori. Personal terms have been agreed for a while. but the move's still not gone ahead. I know Calafiori's on holiday at the minute, and I know I've seen a clip of him swimming with sharks, but you can still do deals while people are on holiday. You could, for God's sake, it's different levels, but take my club, for example, Doncaster Rovers. We announced a brand new three to 4 year contract for Owen Bailey, one of our star players, whilst on our final day of pre-season training camp in Portugal, and did the announcement in Portugal and filmed all the interviews in Portugal before getting on the plane. You can do deals abroad. You can do deals before you set off for holidays. You can do deals and agree everything in place, ready to announce it when you come back from holiday. You could do everything before you go on holiday, and then you can announce it when he comes back from holiday, when pre-season starts. So there is a way of still doing deals while the Euros are on. There are still ways of doing deals while people are on holiday, because you've got agents to speak to. Calafiori, all it takes is for Calafiori to pick up the phone to his agent while he's on holiday and just say, yep, 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 I agree to it, 100%. I like the terms of the contract. I'm signing for Arsenal. When I come back from holiday, I'll officially sign the contract, do the media, and then give it a day or two, and we'll announce it to the world. Cheers, bye-bye. And that's exactly what you need. That's exactly what clubs do. Man United are about to announce, or probably have announced by now, Joshua Zirkzee. That's a here we go. That's been a here we go for the last 24, 48 hours. Villa have done multiple deals during the Euros, by the way, with more set to come. They're set to bring in Amadou Onana. I spoke about that in a previous article on the deck. Again, check out all the latest articles with the deck. I did do an article about Onana, and the deal was that it's been agreed. And, Arsenal were looking at him, Man United were looking at him, Bayern Munich were looking after him, or had some kind of interest. But ultimately, Aston Villa were the winning party because they offered the better project and they offered the better deal. And there's been many players that Arsenal have looked at who have gone elsewhere in bidding wars. Onana's one of them. There's been links to players such as Mikel Merino. What happens with that? I'm not too sure if any other clubs are linked to Mikel Merino. There were stories going about last night that Juventus might be linked to Calafiori. So again, if that's true, then we don't know what happens there. Arsenal's success in bidding wars hasn't been consistent enough. And look, David Raya coming back permanently, that's a good signing. Getting a young Danish keeper in, I can't really comment on him because I've not really seen much of him. I'll probably have to do my research on him as a youth player. If Calafiori comes in, that's another one. That's great. A left back, a centre back. You've got an adaptable player there. You've got a versatile player who can play in multiple positions. We love our versatility at Arsenal. I'm sure Mikel Arteta loves his versatility at Arsenal. Zinchenko inverts, for crying out loud. So, the inverted potential at Arsenal and the versatility potential at Arsenal is vast. But when I look at Arsenal, there's so many things they need to do. Firstly, out and out striker. You can't rely on Kai Havertz as a number 9 all season. You just can't. And you can't. And Gabriel Jesus hasn't been consistent enough off the bench. And Jesus, for me, hasn't been consistent enough in goal scoring. So you need another out and out striker. There's plenty of options out there for the right money. If you choose to spend the money. They need another midfielder. Mikel Merino's out there. Yangel Herrera from Girona, he's out there. Ederson from Atalanta, he's out there. There's plenty of names. There's plenty of names if you decide to pay the money. I also felt like the club needed a left back, which looks like they're going to get that with Calafiori. Obviously, centre back / left back, but hi ho, same thing. Still a defender, still adaptable across both positions, so you never know. They need another winger. I still believe they need another winger. I think Trossard's been all right. I think that Saka's a good player, but there's games where he fades away towards the end of the season, and I think his tiredness shows. I think Martinelli's not had a better season than the previous one before last season. I think Martinelli needs to step up his game a bit more. Marquinhos will be out on loan again, I think, so you need another winger. Simple as that. You need another winger that's going to compete for a starting place. You need an attacking player. I'd like to see an attacking midfielder that's adaptable on the wide front. I'd like to see him bring in an attacking player that's adaptable across the front three behind the striker. If you, and to be fair, an attacking midfielder is something they need as well, because if you look at it, Fabio Vieira, what kind of game time is he going to get? Odegaard's the main guy that's going to start. Forgive me if I'm wrong, but I would like to see Arsenal pay 60, 70 million pounds for Eze. That's just my honest thoughts. If Arsenal want a quality attacking midfielder to compete with Odegaard, you bring in Eze. You bring in Eberechi Eze from Crystal Palace, because right now Eze is one of the hottest English prospects on the market in terms of value, in terms of talent, in terms of potential. That's the kind of player you bring in to mount a title challenge. If you were to say to me right now, before any more signings are done, predict Arsenal's finish in the Premier League, what would you say? Fourth or fifth? Fourth or fifth? Because City are going to win the league again. United will be better. Liverpool could be better, depending on what they do. They haven't done any business yet either, which worries me. Villa, absolutely Villa will be in that race for the top four again. Newcastle will want to prove themselves again. Brighton will want to improve under their new head coach and get better. West Ham have got Lopetegui. They've made some good signings. They'll want to get better. It's not just about the big name teams anymore. There are plenty of clubs like your West Hams, your Brightons, your Villas, your Newcastles. They're going to challenge the order. They're going to challenge the usual order of the big four, big six. And Arsenal need to book up their ideas. Calafiori needs to be done. Bringing a centre midfielder, if you were to give me the choice of Mikel Mourinho, I'd probably say no. I probably think he should stay at Real Sociedad and improve himself yet another season before getting an opportunity to move somewhere else, potentially. I would maybe look at Yangel Herrera, or I'd look at Alexis Garcia at Girona, or I'd look at someone like an Edison from Atalanta. I'd look at someone like that. I think if you bring in that, you bring in another winger, you bring in an attacking midfielder, and you bring in Calafiori along with David Raya and alongside Tommy Setford. I think that's a more ideal window, personally. But there we go, guys. Thank you very, very much for watching this video. Make sure you do like, comment, subscribe. And for now, I'm the CHALL. Ta-ra for now. That's full time. Mean that bash to you.